Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. We're going to have a crossout video for us today, guys. Now in today's video I just want to start off by saying that we are going to be doing as much gameplay as possible, since I understand in yesterday's video we only talked essentially. So in today's video we are basically going to do as little talking as possible and as much gameplay as we physically can. Before we start that on, however, I wanted to do a quick discussion about the battle pass and just explain it to people for those who haven't bought it yet with regards to the bearings. Now, in order to get the workpieces or the crafting workpiece for the new Quasar weapons, you're going to need 250 bearings. Now, the math of that is as follows. If you buy the regular battle pass, then you will not have the opportunity to earn enough bearings to get the one workpiece, essentially. So you're going to get one from the actual battle pass at level 12 here. So you're not going to be able to get a second if you get the regular battle pass. You're going to have to buy it off the market if you want a set of these things. If you buy the premium battle pass, you're going to get an extra 10 levels overall, and then you will have enough bearings to get one of these extra. So if you buy the premium battle pass, you don't need to buy a second workpiece from the market. So that's that out of the way. I just wanted to clarify for those who haven't bought the battle pass yet. For today's video, as I said, we are going to be just talking about and playing the new Quasars, the 4 Fusion Quasars, just to see how good these things can be. What happens if we run the new Fusion on as optimal a build as we possibly can? And that's what we've got here. As you can see, pretty much, well, absolutely everything besides the generator is fused. By the way, I need to get around to that. But we've got perfectly fused 4 Fusion Quasars on a perfectly fused build. Basically, this is going to be as good as a Quasar dog at 9,000 power score can be. Now, with regards to the weapons, basically for the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be talking about the weapons themselves, and I'm also going to be talking about this build in front of me and what makes it so ideal for the new weapons. So if you're not interested in that, I'd skip ahead about 5 minutes or so if you want to just jump into the PvP and watch it. But for those who are interested, I am particularly very interested. This is one of the reasons why I play CROSSOUT, is the synergies and the combinations that you can introduce into the game. So I'm going to spend about 5 minutes or so talking about this now. Okay, as for the 4 Fusion Quasars themselves, now I didn't notice this yesterday when I made the video, someone told me afterwards, but it turns out they have a completely new perk. The perk of these is as follows. So when you're traveling at 100 kilometers an hour, you get a 20% reload buff. Now this is a on and off switch basically, so if you're at 99 kilometers an hour, you don't get any. If you're at 100, you get a 20%. It's not like an incremental increase or anything like that. It's just on or off. Now, this means that these quasars are incredibly well suited to wheeled dogs. They're not really viable on anything else because obviously you're not going at the correct speed. Hovers won't make this work for the most part, and heavy builds just won't get the perk. So it's meant to be on a wheeled build, and on a wheeled build, it's incredibly good, to be honest. As you can see, we've got on the build here. This is basically as meta design or meta of build as I could think of for a gun like this. So on a build like this, we are stacking basically reload, and we're stacking energy damage, and we're also stacking sort of requirement mitigation, if that makes sense. I'll explain what I mean. So in terms of reload, we've got all of the reload in the world. Basically, we've got 20% from the actual weapons. We've got 15% from the dead man cabin because we've got 2 weapons on the build, and we've got another 22% from the fused flywheel. Basically means that once you get going, this thing feels like a DPS weapon more than an actual reload based weapon. Obviously, it's kind of crazy. We've also got a lot of energy damage in the form of the claws. Now, as you can see, we've got 4 claws and 4 buggy wheels. The claws will give you 16% extra damage occasionally as you're driving around, and we also get the damage from the Hertz co-driver. So the Hertz, so apologies, Hertz co-driver, you get an extra 30% when that kicks in as well. Now the nice thing about this build, one of the best synergies about this build, is that we've got 4 sort of requirements, and they all get mitigated by 2 different aspects of the build. So we've got a reload from the weapons. Now in order to get that, you need to get over 100 kilometers an hour. We've got damage resist from the fin. Well, in order to get that, you need to go at 110 kilometers an hour. We get energy damage from the claw. Now in order to do it, you have to drive 120 meters, and then we get energy damage from the Hertz co-driver, and in order to get that, you have to drive at top speed. So basically, We have 4 different parts of this build are conditional. We get benefits from driving fast. Now the cool thing about this build is that all 4 of those get mitigated by 2 different aspects of the build. Firstly, they get mitigated by the buggy wheels. Now the buggy wheels reduces the requirements by 30%. Now this gets mitigated itself by how many other wheels you have on a build. So for those who don't know, basically it's nice and simple. Say with the buggy wheels you get a 30% reduction. That is if you have all of your wheels as buggy wheels. With this build, we've got 8 in total, 4 buggy wheels on 4 claws, basically meaning half of our wheels are buggy wheels, so we get half of that bonus. So instead of 30%, we get 15% reduction to our requirements. We also get a reduction from the Hertz co-driver. So the Hertz co-driver reduces requirements, so speed and travel requirements by 20%. And that's also really good because it applies to our guns, it applies to our fin wheel, and it applies to the claws, which is really cool. So when we're driving around on this build, we go 120 odd kilometers an hour with the fin wheel, but in order to get the speed requirement bonus on the guns, we don't need to go 100 because of the buggy wheels and the what's it called, Hertz co-driver. We only have to go about 75, as you can see, so about 75-ish it goes, then it stops. About 75 kilometers an hour, we get our 20% reload perk. We also get a fin whale, a full fin whale at about 80. Yeah, about 80 kilometers an hour for our full fin whale. Basically meaning that those 2 things are incredibly easy to get for us because we are so fast. If you go test drive again, in order to get to 80, it does not take particularly long at all. In fact, 80 for this is the speed, and it feels quite slow. So most of the time in this build, we will go in 100 or over 100. So we will be getting all of our perks, essentially. And the claw will charge up incredibly quickly as well. If we go into test drive, keep an eye on the icon under the red bar. Basically, that's going around. As you can see, that doesn't take long at all. That was actually quite fast in terms of its charge up time. So that's really cool. That basically means that this build is quite busy, even though it might look kind of basic. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of bonuses happening all at once, and yeah, it feels really powerful. For 9,000 power score, this thing feels insane, if I'm honest. It was beating practically everything besides, there was a few Doom players, incredibly good Doom players that I was playing against, where I was having a bit of trouble, but besides that, it was really, really strong. In fact, these things feel, at 9,000 power score, these things on the right build feel like legendaries. So anyway, I figured you guys would want to see just how strong these things are, so we'll jump into the games now, guys, and I hope you all enjoy. Okay, first game in the new Quasars, the 4 fusioned Quasars. Now this is actually a very, how do you say, busy build. So we've got a bunch of reloads. So we've got reload from reload perk of the weapons. We've got reload from reload modules. We've got reload from the cabin. There's a guy behind me. I can bloody well hear him. Oh, okay, we got good damage at least. Nice. What are you? I would not chase me if I were you guys. We've got a bunch of energy damage as well. We've got energy damage from the Hertz as well as claws. So, busy old build, like I said. Damn, these things are hard. Both of these guys are smoking. That guy's stripped. Okay. I mean, that's a 2-on-1. Can we get a 3-on-1? Oh, these things hit like trucks. Ah, funny I could aim. Yep. Safe to say these things have started well. Jesus. You know, the nice thing about these Quasars is that you can put them on, when it's on a build like this, you can run quite a few cabins with a build, a Quasar dog or Quasar wheeled build. So for example, I've got it on a dead man now just because I wanted to see how crazy we could get the reload, basically. That's essentially the only reason for that. But you could easily do it on a Catalina, because as you can see, the damage we get is actually pretty good. And it's only an epic weapon, so it should not be difficult at all to get stacks. I just damaged myself quite a bit, that is not great. And you could also run it on a Harpy as well if you really want to, because it has like a 70% explosive split, 70-30 in favor of explosives. So you can run a Harpy on it, no problem. I'm going to ignore the bot. Oh, is that stint I got? No, shoot the other guy. No, shoot the other guy. Fine. Good. Please shoot the other guy. I must get a little bit. Oh, leave 100. Thank you, teammate. Your sacrifice was appreciated. What the hell is going on? Is that the enemy? There it is. They both flipped. How did you both flip? Actually, in continuation to what I was saying in the first round, we've got a lot of reload reductions and a lot of energy damage in this build. But it also makes a lot of benefit out of the sort of either distance or speed requirements. Because as far as I can think of, this thing has 4 different either speed or distance requirements, and they all get mitigated by 2 different things. So, for example, our fin whale, we get 50% damage reduction when we go on our speed and our fin whale. We get the increased reload from the weapon perk when we're going at speed. We also get damage from the claw when we're covering distance, which again is very similar to going at speed. And then we get damage from the hurts as well. So that's 4 different types of like requirements for going fast. And they all get mitigated by the buggy wheels, and they get mitigated by the hurts co-driver, which is mad. So you get a lot of benefits in this build when going quickly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, these things, the explosion damage things is really good at low power scope. Like, really good. As you can see, yes. Very, very good. Can you have insert? Alright, game number 4, I believe. Yeah, to be honest, obviously these Quasars are meant to be on a wheeled build with their perk, and they feel incredibly strong. Like this much damage, this dura, rate of fire, all of it. On a build like this, these things, for 9,000 power score this build, it feels like a legendary. It feels like a 10 or 11,000 power score. It's really strong. Whoa! Good thing I hit that handbrake just in time. Mate, I would... Oh, this guy's so screwed. I would not want to beat him. Fair enough. Come here, Doom guy. Oh, there's a pop. That's an enemy. Hello. Oh, that was both gremlins in one shot, I believe. Hey, man. I'm coming, teammate. I'm coming. Really trying to help. There we go. Alright. Yeah, and just look at this bottom, for example, how quickly we charge up that claw. It's pretty nuts. That is a significant Fuck, now a DPS. Hello, Globally. I didn't know you were in the enemy team. I shouldn't have charged like 6 people. This is gonna end badly. I'm out here. Oh my god, there's like 7 of them. How does it feel to get ganged up on? It's not great, is it? I'm gonna chill back, actually. I've done enough for my team. I distracted. Oh, you're so dead. Get over here. It Oh, the damage. And he's done, right? Who else we got? We got Mr. Globally. That's a scary boy. Shoot someone else. Is he stripped? Yes, he is stripped. Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised we survived though. Alright, make this last game in. Because it's game number 6, and also because it is so unbelievably hot in the UK at the moment that I can sense my PlayStation overheating. It is not an if, it is a when type of deal. Unbelievably hot in the UK right now. You. Like a what? Ow. Guys, we need to go, we need to go, we need to go. Please go. Oh. Oh, this reload is a bit farty. It honestly doesn't even feel like a reload weapon anymore. It feels like a DPS. Where's my teammates? Okay, I'm not shooting that guy's gun because I imagine he's on something that's healed since he's only got 1 of them. Guys, we need to go. Come on, attack, please. We go. Guy advantage, just use it. He's got a daze. Oh! Good shot, Lou. Don't know how the hell I got that pop. That guy looked flawless. Go away. He's right there, guys. He's right there. Get over here. Get over here. Oh, good shot. Oh, hello. Okay, I don't think he's driving. No, he's not. Okay, and that is it for the Quasars, the 4 fusion Quasars. As you guys can see, they are incredibly powerful when they're on the right build. I will give my opinions on these tomorrow, because like I said, I believe there is a way to make this work in the game without it being either completely busted or just disrespecting your committed player base. I think there is a sweet spot to achieve. I think that's going to be quite difficult to do for the developers, but I think it is possible. Anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Just for today, you can see that these things, unsurprisingly, are incredibly good when they are on the correct build. So thank you all for watching, guys, and I will catch you tomorrow.